Hello and welcome back to the Fox Strength Performance YouTube channel. I am Taylor Fox and we are at Power Build Philly. So I wanted to try out some pieces that I don't have available when I'm at Warrington or KOP. Also looking for a little bit more of a controlled dynamic accessory with my hamstring strain. Can't do as much of the hinging, jumping, propelling myself forward. So using this Atlantis piece that we're gonna try out, it's parallel to the floor so I can do a jumping movement while also kind of being a little more controlled, not loading my posterior chain as much, which I'm a really big fan of. I've seen this before with some similar pieces, used at like Westside Barbell or some other sports performance places. It's definitely an interesting and like fun accessory to add in for jumps and throws. And I've always wanted to give it a try. It's just, this is kind of a unique piece that you don't see everywhere, but we do actually have it at Power Build Philly, so I definitely want to have some fun with it today. So a couple considerations. The first, any jump and throw movement, I'm trying to be explosive, but then as I come back down and land, you want to absorb that force. So you don't want to land straight-legged. You don't want to land awkwardly with like one foot out to the side, bow-legged on one side or on both sides. Like you want to land stably, absorb that force, and be in an athletic position that allows you to use all of those lower extremity muscles, the posterior chain, along with like the quads, everything else to kind of brace and absorb that force with good core dynamics as well. So like every other jumping movement, including this, like we want to be able to do that. So if you land improperly on this, it's going to be a problem. You have weight, cable stack loaded, so landing straight-legged, landing without proper force absorption is going to be an issue, and it's probably better that you just not do that movement if you don't really understand or grasp this. And also, you're going to want to have a good base as far as squat strength, maybe trying some other machines out, or even this machine in more of a traditional sense, up those 3 sets of 10, really be able to handle some good weight and have good strength prior to be able to do this movement. I'd definitely say like you need to be squatting like more than your body weight to be able to accomplish something like this in an efficient and safe manner. The second one is you do not want to jump and hit the top of this machine. These machines are very expensive, guys. They're really a nice privilege to have here at the Power Build locations, and like I said, there's some ones that are very unique to this location that we don't have anywhere else. So if you put on like 20 pounds and then you're jumping and hitting the stoppers up top, that's really not good. And I'm 6'2", I'm jumping and not hitting the top at all. So this is something where you need to consider like what is a good weight for you that allows you to still be explosive, but then also keeps you down enough that you're not hitting the top of the machine and risk breaking the machine. So you kind of really have to think about that. I have half the stack on at the moment. I have 200 pounds on. I feel like that's good for me. I'm not feeling 200 pounds overall when I'm jumping, and from what I'm being loaded, that's the weight that I have on the stack. That's allowing me to do the movement well, safely, and then also prioritize the well-being of the machine so that we're not, breaking these pieces and then, can't do this movement at all because it won't be available. So really consider that. The big thing I always emphasize with jumps and throws is proper rest periods. So we're not doing a set and then resting 30 seconds and back on for the next set. You want to be fully recovered, say at least a minute, but more like 90 seconds, because you want that force output to be as much as you really can. Like I said, you're trying to balance that weight with being explosive so that you're not jumping through the machine. And if you're doing that, then you might as well just jump off and go do another plyometric exercise that just involves your body weight or holding a weight of some kind. But overall, we're trying to maximize that force production for the particular exercise that we're doing. So if you don't take proper rest periods and you're just trying to jump back in and do one after another, that's not really efficient. It's defeating the purpose of the training. So you kind of have to readjust to that. I have a lot of people that will think that they need to keep going and move through sets as quickly as they can. And we really work on adjusting those rest periods. The Power Build coaching app is great for that, to put the rest periods into the session. So they know I should really be around 75 to 90 seconds for this exercise so that I can prioritize the abilities that I'm trying to maximize here with this movement. So wrapped up my 4 sets for that movement, doing 4 sets of 4. Look for around 15 to 20 jumps or throws for this type of program structure that I'm doing. So that was right there. Hamstring feels very good. I like this movement. I did have to up the weight a little bit 260 on the stack. So I think we're probably getting like 130, if that's correct, like it is for other cable setups. 2-to-1 ratio. So I think that's pretty consistent with what I've done for an SSB jump and some other jumping movements that are loaded. So I'm pretty pleased with that, and I was happy that I got to use this machine. So now we're gonna move on to some light work that I'll probably include in another video, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, keep lifting those heavy weights. Hold strong.